Day 105, it's the Sunday weigh-in. Welcome back to my Big Fat Vlog. Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me once more. So, just following on from Wednesday, I did a ramp test on the bike on Wednesday, which I mentioned, and I kind of thought I'd completed cycling at this point, but because I blitzed it, but I chose the wrong ramp test. A ramp test is when you step up your power minute by minute until you run out of steam, and then your last 60 seconds of effort kind of goes towards what your functional threshold power is, your FTP. Well, I thought I was like invincible, but it turned out I'd chosen the light ramp test and not the proper one. So I redid it on Friday, and it turns out that I have actually increased my my power output since I started using the new turbo trainer. So that's a win. That's all good. Weights have been really good this week. Monday through Wednesday, I've managed to take a little bit of extra weight on my bench and my deads and squats, which is great. And then Thursday and Friday, I've just started slowing down all of the movements of my dumbbells and kettlebells because I felt I was throwing those about a bit quick. So I just started slowing them down and intensifying them. That's worked really well. So that's cool. I felt a little bit weak on Friday on the bike and after my weights. And I did do a pretty heavy test, with the ramp test, but I wasn't feeling amazing before then. So I kind of had it in the back of my head for Saturday that if I didn't feel great, I would scrap riding for Saturday and just take it easy. Because last week I did like 60k on Saturday, which is a big ride for me, and I was going to try and do the same again. But I got up on Saturday not feeling great. I mean, not feeling bad, but just feeling a little bit kind of fatigued. So I did an hour on the bike, just zone 1 and zone 2, and then kind of called it quits for the weekend, which I'm kind of glad about really, because I could have pushed it, but I've not kind of failed. I've just sort of taken a bit of a sensible approach, I feel, which is cool. So that brings us to the weigh-in. Last week I was 15.4, down from 15.6 the week before, and this week I'm weighing in at 15.3, so I've lost a pound. There's a bit of news coming, and the news is kind of like, I'm not an athlete, I'm not training for a bodybuilding contest, I've not got a comp that I'm doing or a powerlifting contest or anything like that. So all of these training gains that I'm making are essentially just part of the journey, me trying to lose a bit of weight, look a bit better, feel a bit better, be a bit more healthy, be a bit fitter. Because my day gig is, I'm a musician, so, I'm used to being on stage at events and in front of people. And the whole kind of purpose of this was to feel better doing that, get some weight off and just kind of like be a little bit less self-conscious on stage and feel a bit happier in myself. That's the idea. But I haven't had any gigs for a long time. Nobody has with COVID really. Been doing the online thing, but people can only see me from sort of there, guitar up. So we got notification this week of our first European dates. Since not only kind of since the whole Brexit thing has closed, but also since COVID. So that's going to be happening in July. We've got 3 or 4 dates lined up, and that's 9 weeks away. So I'm going to use the next 9 weeks as kind of like my training for a comp, kind of 9 weeks. Now I'm not talking about doing over the top kind of, getting ridiculously shredded or anything like that. What I'm talking about is all the stuff that I've been doing, but doing it properly. So for example, this week, we had a takeaway last night, a couple of Subways through the week, snacks here and there. So it's not been like super locked down, but even so, I've managed to train well and lose a pound. So my thought is that if we get the diet dialed down properly, if I add running in once I get to the point where I'm under my 15 stone, which is sort of an arbitrary figure that I've chosen, but I know what it's like running at 16 stone, and I think 15 will be a bit easier. And that also, by the way, means I'm going to have to get some new sneaks because these ones have got a hole in the toe, and the soles are pretty much shiny now. I've kind of like worn those around Europe when I've been gigging and touring with the bands and gone for a run after a lot of the gigs and just worn them to bits. So I'm going to be kind of treating the next 9 weeks a little bit like that, a little bit like I'm training for my comp. I've got a weight target in mind as well, which I'm a little bit hesitant about, but it'd be really cool if by the time I do that, I'd lost 3 stone, right? That would be sweet. Not 3 stone from now, but 3 stone from the beginning, which essentially means that for the next 9 weeks, I've got to lose just over 2 pounds a week. Now, that's not biggest loser kind of figures. I think that's a realistic amount. I think if I'm eating properly, training the amount that I'm training, and getting a couple of runs in, I think that's perfectly doable. But I'm not going to adjust any of my figures to try and hit that. That's just kind of like a figure I've got in my head that would be cool, and if I get to that, that'd be sweet. But if I don't, I'm not that bothered. What I'm more concerned about is fitting into the clothes that I wear on stage well, feeling comfortable on stage, feeling comfortable in those clothes. There's a particular pair of jeans I've got, which are kind of like my target jeans. If I can feel comfy in them, I'll be very, very happy. My fat jeans, I'm sure everyone's got their insurance policy pair of fat jeans, right? My fat jeans, I currently need a belt with them because they're kind of falling off me, which is awesome. Did some measurements as well the other day, and I've lost 2 inches off my chest, my gut, and my leg measurements from starting this in January, which is really good. That's essentially a jean size, right? So that's a good shout. So yeah, my plan is 9 weeks, properly focused with the food. I'm not going to up the training. I'm going to intensify some of the training by slowing everything down. I'm not going to up the cycling. I'm really happy with where that is. I'm still going to try and get my big ride in on a Saturday if I can. If I can't, I'll chill out. I'm still going to do intense rides on the turbo trainer on the days when I'm doing upper body, and recovery rides on the days when I'm doing lower body, because that seems to be working out well. I'm going to try and implement the running once I hit that target weight for that, which I'm hoping will be in the next couple of weeks. So we'll see how it goes. I will keep you posted. I've got a few other little bits and pieces planned, but those will kind of reveal themselves as we go along. This is going to be a regular 1 week video now. So Sunday is going to be the day when the video hits YouTube and Instagram. The midweek check-in stuff I'm going to start doing as Instagram stories rather than trying to produce a video in the middle of the week. And that means I can put a bit more time into the Sunday video, so it's not just a talking head kind of shot like this, but there's other stuff going on. That feels like a good way of doing it. I'm still being accountable and doing all of that. If you want to carry on seeing these and you're not on Instagram, it's at Big Fat Vlog on Instagram, so you can come and find me on there. It's also the same on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you want to come and check the page out. And the YouTube channel is Big Fat Vlog as well. So that's kind of that. I'm looking forward to the next 9 weeks. I have an idea of a moment in my head that I'm trying to that I'm searching after, which is I want to get back to Europe and have people that have seen me before be surprised and actually taken aback by the physical change. And that's something that's kind of driving me a little bit at the moment. I like the idea of that. So anyway, that's it from me. Subscribe button's going to be popping up there if you're not subscribed already. A couple of videos for you to watch here. And if you want to give us a thumbs up for a pound lost and hit the notification bell, then you'll get a little tinkle the next time one of these goes out. And come and see us on Facebook and on Instagram for the midweek check-ins if you fancy, and that'll do the job. Have fun. Thanks a million for watching all the way to the end, and I'll see you again. Take it easy.